In this movie, I'm going to show you how you can use Google Docs to upload any file type and share any file type with other people in your contact list. So this is a new feature of Google Docs released first week of January 2010, where you'll see this message here that you can now upload any file type. So you're not limited to documents, spreadsheets, presentations, and PDFs. You can now upload and share things like images, movies, music, any type of file. So to upload a file, select Upload. And notice here you can upload files up to 1024 megabytes. So that's a lot. I mean, think of the fact that an MP3 is usually around 3.5 megabytes, and you can upload files that are now more than 1,000 megabytes. Those conversion limits are actually different for things that get converted to Google Docs, like documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. You can see the conversion limits for those type of files if you click Show Details. See, there are some different conversion limits for documents, presentations, and spreadsheets. But for a PDF or a movie or an image, you have up to 1,024 megabytes. So to upload your files, choose Select Files to Upload, and then browse to the area of your desktop where those files are. And I'm going to actually upload multiple files. I'm going to select an MP3. I'm going to hold down the Command key so I can select multiple files. It would be Control on the PC. I'm also going to upload this .dmg file, this JPEG, and this .mov file. Okay, I'll choose Select. And now I can see that these are the file sizes, and I will select Start Upload. There's actually a visual indicator showing me that this MP3 is uploading, and that is complete. If I want to cancel it, I can select Cancel in the middle of the upload. If I want to remove it from the upload queue, I can select Remove. And when the files are done uploading, you'll see this Upload Complete message. So now I'm going to go back to my Google Doc list. And there are the files I uploaded. Notice that MP3 files will have this little icon with a musical note here, and image files will have this icon with an image, and movie files will have an icon with this little movie reel here. Here's a .dmg file type, and it's just represented just by this blank white icon here showing that it is some type of file. And if I want to just organize my doc list and just filter it for things that are files, if I select files, I'll see file types like MP3s, .dmg, .jpeg, .mov, basically anything that's not a document, presentation, spreadsheet, or form will be considered a file. Now maybe in the future Google Docs will actually have separate categories for music, movie, and image files, but right now they're all here under files. Okay, so what happens if I open one of these, for example this MP3? So for an MP3 file, there's no preview available, but my options are that I can download this file. Here's the owner, I can see when it was last updated, and I can share this file now. So notice this is the same share menu you would get if you were looking at a Google Doc. So I can invite people to share this, I can get the link to share, see who has access, or email as an attachment. So I'm going to invite someone to share this. So I'm going to invite Rick, who's in my contact list, and if I make him an editor of this file, it doesn't mean that he can actually edit the MP3, but what it means is that he will have the ability to share this file with other people. So he'll see the same thing I see in my share drop-down list. And I'll send that to him, so he's now listed as an editor of this file. I can then also invite someone as a viewer. If you invite someone as a viewer to a file type, they'll be able to download the file, but they won't be able to share the file using Google Docs. And I'm sending a message, and I have now shared this file type with Holden, he's a viewer, and Rick is an editor. And with all Google Docs, you can change people's sharing access in this People with Access menu. For example, I can change Rick to a viewer. I can change Holden's access to none to remove him as someone who has sharing access. I'm going to go back to my doc list now. And notice that under the sharing category, I have one other viewer listed here for this MP3, and that was Rick, who I just shared that with as a viewer. If you open an image, you'll actually get to see a preview of that image. Today's Martin Luther King Day, so I thought I'd put in an image of Martin Luther King. And again, I have the option to download or to share this. So again, new feature Google Docs, you can now upload files of any type up to 1,024 megabytes, and you can share those files as well. If you add someone as an editor, they'll be able to share that file with other people. If you add them as a viewer, they'll be able to download the file but not share it with other people. So I think this opens up a lot of possibilities for using Google Docs as a file storage system, and I expect to see changes to this over the next couple of months.